It's a good Sunday morning in front of the wagon wheel. Getting ready to head out. Don't have a 14-mile drive today. Got about 175 miles, not including some backtracking and things like that. And a whole bunch of stops, but not too many long ones. So my first stop is going to be about 2 blocks down the road. I'm going to stop at Shelley's and have breakfast. And today is going to include the Devil's Elbow Bridge, John's Modern Cabins, which is not modern, and it's one of my favorite places, so I'm looking forward to that, and several other stops along the way before I get to Springfield, Missouri. So let's get started. It's going to be a long day. This has always been one of my favorite spots along Route 66, but it's gradually disappearing. This is John's Modern Cabins, and you can see that it's just one cabin now. I'll show you some pictures of the way it looked when I first saw it in 2007 and how it's changed over the years. A few years back, a bunch of guys that are Route 66 enthusiasts came and stabilized this one cabin so that at least one of them is still remaining. The sign is still up here, and you can see some of the neon glass is still on it. You can barely make it out. It says John's Modern Cabins on there. Every year it gets more and more worn out. This is a dead-end part of 66 that got cut off by the interstate, and then that section of the interstate got cut off and rerouted. So unless you know where you're going, it's a little bit tricky to find this area. It's down, some people know it from Vernell's Motel down the road there that is also closed. I saw a sign that said that it's being turned into an RV park, but you can see that this is just a big dead-end section of the road. So this is the former Totem Pole Trading Post, I believe. This used to be called the Munger Moss Cafe, and we'll come across that name a little bit later today in our travels. It's been called other things over the years, and it's been closed as often or more often than it's been open. It sits right next to the Devil's Elbow Bridge, and we're going to go across that in just a minute. So this is the Devil's Elbow Bridge. This is the Devil's Elbow Post Office and formerly Sheldon's Market. Next stop on our tour today is the Uranus Fudge Factory in St. Robert, Missouri. And it's kind of a quirky, fun place. You can imagine all the 14-year-old jokes that are made about the name, and they milk them for all they're worth. Some of them are pretty funny, but then I've always been a 14-year-old inside. We'll take a walk inside and then I'll show you something else here. See what I mean? So if you've been following my channel since we started driving Route 66, you know that I already stopped at Richmond, Indiana to photograph the new muffler man that was just stood up there. Well, this is the original Uranus Fudge Factory, and they have had Mega Mayor here for quite some time now. In fact, last year sometime a windstorm blew his head off and he had to be repaired. So he's back to normal now, and this is something that you probably haven't heard yet, but Uranus Fudge Factory just purchased another muffler man at auction. He was the Glendale Brave that has been at a private residence in Glendale, California for a long time. Those people sold him, and my understanding is he is going to be stood up right here at this Uranus Fudge Factory. So there'll be two here now, the Glendale Brave and Mega Mayor. Well, I was planning to eat at Shelley's Cafe in Cuba. However, they were closed today. I didn't think they were supposed to be. So anyway, I wound up driving to St. Robert, and I'm going to have breakfast 3 hours and 15 minutes later at the Route 66 Diner, which is a 2007 Dynamite diner for those who care. And I'm about to find out if it's good. All I had was a bowl of oatmeal with fruit in it, but it was good and it was very pleasant. Good service. I just stopped here in St. Robert to get some shots of their neon park. I've photographed it before during the day. Unfortunately, this is too far away from where I'm staying tonight, so I'm not going to be able to shoot it at night. I've seen pictures though, and it's pretty spectacular. So one of these days I'll get a chance to see it live. I mentioned before that we would run into the Munger Moss name again. Those two people who opened the cafe at Devil's Elbow also opened a motel right here, and this has been an iconic place for generations. Lots and lots of travelers have stayed here. It's a great big motel, but the two owners died a few years apart, and some company bought it and closed it down as a motel. And right now the only thing that's happening is the gift shop is in the former office. And the city of Lebanon is lighting the sign up at night apparently, and keeping it lit until midnight before turning it off. So if you get an opportunity, I'll show you a picture of it. Unfortunately, I'm staying far enough away that it's not feasible for me to come back and get a shot of this tonight. It breaks my heart, but I've got lots and lots of neon shots of this beautiful sign. This gas station and tourist court happen to be marked pretty well, but if you look carefully, down Route 66 or almost any other major two-lane highway that's been around for a long time, you can spot these courts just sitting, rotting away in the background, or repurposed into housing or any number of things. Today's Springfield stop is another special one. This is my third classic motor court in a row. This one is called the Rockwood Motor Court. Really nice place. All of these buildings have been completely restored. Just beautiful. Stayed here a couple years ago after seeing this place in decay for years. And the owners are just spot on and really good about everything. So let's go inside and take a look. Okay. TV. Got a refrigerator. Got a radio. It's nice and cool in here too. It's in the 90s again outside. Let's see, looks like they've got some postcards on the wall. That's what we do at home. Wouldn't surprise me if they've got some of the same ones that we do. All right, and then let's go into the bathroom and find the light switch if I can. So, it's pretty cool. I like this place. This is excellent. Man, we're on a roll, and we got another one tomorrow night that's great. So anyway, it's about time to head out and look for some food, among other things. I just came out of Bambino's, where I just had my dinner. Great as always. This is my favorite restaurant every time I come to Springfield. You gotta try it if you're ever here. Here's the beautiful Rockwood Court sign. I think my camera is having a little trouble picking it up as beautiful as it is. Anyway, just finished shooting my video for the night, and it's time to call it a night. And we have another busy day tomorrow and another classic to stay in tomorrow night. Tell you about it then.